how that game went and the outcome?
Fell short, man. I'm proud of how these guys played. Wasn't clean at the start of the game for the defense, but I felt like second half came out a little better. Was able to do some things better than we did the first half, but again, we didn't get it done. But I'm proud of how these guys fought, how they played to the last whistle. So,
How do you think? I know you guys knew a lot about Jared, what he could do, what caused him trouble. How do you feel like you guys affected him at all tonight?
At times, but I think they had to, obviously when you're able to run the ball and then, work off that, he was comfortable and get the ball out of his hands quick. So he played good today, They made their plays when they need to make their plays, and they found a way to win the game. So.
It was still a tight score there at the end. How were you still feeling about your chances towards the end of the game as it was still, really close to the point margin?
In my head, I thought we were going to win the game. There was no doubt in my mind we were going to lose that game from the start to the end. I thought we were going to find a way to win it, but we didn't. It's part of football, playoff ball. Obviously, you want to continue to play and go on, but you win some, you lose some, right? So.
Your mindset when Matthew Stafford went down momentarily, his eyes rolled back. Obviously, he got hit by like 2 or 3 people at that time. What was going through your mind at that moment?
I knew he was fine. He's a tough guy. Ain't no way he was going to sit out for this game. Once he got out, walked off, I knew he was going to be all right. So.
You said you feel like you did much better defensively in the second half. What were the things that you guys wanted to kind of clean up?
We just made a few adjustments. Came here and talked some things that can help us, and we started flying around, playing a little bit more better, settled down a little bit, and was able to play a little better than we did first game. So.
What presented the most trouble from this Lions offense?
I think they started off with running game, play action, getting the ball out quick. I think we started off missing tackles and stuff early, but again, we cleaned it up and found a way to stay in the game. So.
An incredibly tough performance from you in a very tough atmosphere. Can you just describe, unfortunately this one didn't go how you wanted it to, but can you describe how you're feeling right now?
Not disappointed in the team and in my teammates, but disappointed in myself. Put myself in the opportunity to make plays and didn't come down with the play in the opportunity that I had, and it just stings. We put in a lot of hard work to get to where we are, and a lot of guys have sacrificed things, and just coming up short just never feels great.
You led all receivers tonight. The only miss you had on the night was at 3rd and 14. How bad does that one sting?
It's gonna sting for a while. Teammates counted on me to make plays. Coach counted on me to dial up my number. I just wasn't able to come down with it. So it'll be a nice a motivator for the rest of the season, and make sure I cross my eyes or dot my whatever the thing he's saying is. You know what I'm saying.
This was it.
There was a moment in the 10th, and then you came out, and then the refs took you off the field again. What were they explaining to you? Why did they do that?
There was, I believe, some concussion protocol that they were getting from upstairs, so they're just double checking on that.
So it seemed like the officials, for lack of a better word, swallowed their whistles a little bit late. Is that accurate?
It's a physical game of football, and they're a good team, and playoff football is where every inch matters. So I just feel like they were playing physical, but I definitely could have done a better job of being able to separate and just come down with it. Every catch is going to be contested in the games that we're playing in, and I just wasn't able to come down with those ones.
In a game where you lose by only a point, how difficult is it to look back at the red zone and not converting in the red zone?
It's critical. Every time we get down there, 7 points is what we want to come down with, and I think of that first series of how critical it would have been to just respond with a touchdown, and just some of the momentum swings that we had in the game that we weren't able to capitalize on. But every time you get in the red zone, you want to come away with 7.
You see how passionate the fans were today, your first playoff game in the pros. Just what was your take on the atmosphere?
This is a great environment. As a competitor, you love to be in an away environment, and we were rocking with all 53 guys that we had out there dressed in the Rams uniforms, and felt like everybody left it out there on the field. There are just some shortcomings and things that we can come back and get better on. Just every inch matters.
How tough was Matthew Stafford?
He's the toughest guy. I mean, you see the shots that he takes, and he's continues to deliver the ball in the right place, and he makes my job so easy. He's falling down, not even seeing if the ball is completed, and it's right on my face mask. So he's the best. He makes my job so easy, and he's the leader of our team. That fight that he has bleeds into everybody else.
Last one, guys. Last one. Visibly emotional in the press conference coming after and talking to you guys. What did he say to you guys, and what was the message he left you with?
Obviously, that wasn't the end goal that we wanted, but just how proud we were. It was a journey that we've come on from the beginning of the season, start 3-6, and just from that bye, just the momentum that we feel like we were playing with, and the camaraderie that we were able to find in this back half of the season. But he was just saying how much he's proud of us, and we had a great group of guys, and how much he loves us.
I know you're focused, unfortunately, on how the third and fourth team went, but can you appreciate the fact that in your first playoff game, you were the best player on the field, undoubtedly?
It hurts to hear that when we don't come out with the win, because my job could have been that good. I couldn't have done that good. The opportunity, it's gonna sting. If I could say curse words live, I would. But it was gonna hurt, and it'll be a great motivator to get back and achieve more.
Defense played in the second half. What was the biggest difference from the first to the second half?
Yeah, I think we settled in the first half. You can get caught up in the environment. You can get caught up in, offensive coordinators like to throw different things at you the first couple plays, and then they start to settle into their base game plan. And, I think we just settled in. Getting that stop before the half was really huge. And then just being able to be confident, get them into some third down situations, and go convert on one of those third downs.
So much to take away this season. Sean McVay was talking about.
Wait, sorry, I can't.
What was Sean's message?
It was kind of, he didn't expect us to be the end. I don't think anybody else did. And that there's a lot of room to grow, a lot to build off of. And the foundation that we laid, this year will go on, to hopefully do a lot of bigger and better things. So just keep pushing. And that this team is definitely, regardless of the outcome here tonight, is going to go down as one of the most special teams that he's ever been around. And it's my first year, but it definitely feels like one of the most special teams I'll ever be around.
Aaron Donald said at the end, he's like, that was the last 4 minutes. He was like, I thought we were going to win. I was convinced we were going to win. How difficult was those last 4 minutes to see that you didn't?
Yeah, it was hard. You definitely had every, ounce of confidence in the defense as we started to stand up at the end. You had every ounce of confidence in Matthew and what he was doing with the football, driving the team down, and even Puka making big plays. So it definitely felt like this wasn't the end. Like we were talking before, and we were like, it's going to come down to us on a 2-minute situation. We weren't expecting it to be 4-minute situation, trying to get the ball back to the offense. So it's tough, for it to go down that way. Just got to move forward into the offseason.
I fell short, Credit to the Lions, good team, really good team, and they made a few more plays than we did, and felt like we were right there, at the end of the game. Had an opportunity and just couldn't capitalize.
Explosive first half. Everything sort of shut down in the second half with field goals. What happened? Was just a matter of adjustments?
Yeah, well, I think at the end of the day, it comes down to making plays and executing, and I don't know if there's too much adjustments. There's obviously going to be changes and adjustments that are made at halftime, but I think it really came down to our execution, just being able to be on our stuff a little bit better and make the plays that were there for us. And I just think down the stretch we didn't. I think the defense did a great job at halftime, being able to hold Detroit, and offensively we just weren't able to get it done there.